Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the new Team of the Season Alphonso Davies card to review today. A very, very interesting card, which I think should definitely have a Sentinel chemistry style on him because his pace is actually really nice, but we will be taking a look at that a little bit after. In regards to how this card is, guys, he is a 5'11" player with high work rates, 4-star skill moves with 4-star weak foot, and he's left-footed. Now, I did use the Moments version of this card, and at first I was like, oh yeah, you know, he's definitely like a usable card and whatnot. But as I continue to use him in this team in particular, because my boy is a Bundesliga guy and he was using him as the left back from his Moments card, he kind of grew on me, right? He was actually a very solid left back to use, really fun to use. And I feel like with this card, it'll be significantly better in the left back position than his Moments card because of the stat increase that he's gotten in specific areas. So let's take a look at his traits. He has the Flare trait, which is always nice to have just for fun, right? But it's the attributes that's very important on this card. So we're taking a look at a card that has 99 acceleration with 96 sprint speed, right? In regards to shooting, he does have a shooting presence, so if he is somewhat attacking oriented in your team, then he'll definitely be able to shoot the ball, which is always nice. He's not going to be like amazing at shooting the ball, but having a fullback that can shoot the ball is nice. Passing stats are pretty solid for a fullback as well. You don't necessarily need to improve it that much. I feel like he'll still make really powerful and concise passes that you definitely want him to be able to make for sure. In regards to defensive and physical abilities with the Sentinel chemistry style, let's see what we're looking at over here. With the Sentinel chemistry style, you're actually looking at a fantastic fullback, right? Pace is there, defending stats are there, physical stats are there. He looks like a very solid card in all fairness. We have to actually slap that on him right away because I was using this card just on the basic chemistry style, as you guys can see, for like 2 or 3 games on balanced instructions. And in all fairness, I actually really enjoyed using the card. I just like the way he moves around the pitch really nicely. I feel like he was a really cool card. So we're going to go ahead and actually slap the Sentinel chemistry style on the card right away. I don't think he needs a Guardian, to be honest with you. I think a Sentinel makes the most sense. Let's see. Yeah, so people have also decided to give him a Sentinel chemistry style, which is, again, the most important in my opinion. So, yeah, the way that we're going to be trying out this card in-game is going to look like this. We're going to be using him in the fullback position, left back, obviously, with balanced instructions. We're going to actually kind of commit our players forward here because we want to see what he's like when it comes to coming back on the defense and whatnot, right? Pressure on heavy touch defensively is going to be very interesting as well. We'll put the width a little bit more narrow, but the depth a little bit higher, right? Just to see what he's like when he pushes into the middle and then how he pushes off to the sides as well. Going to be very important to analyze those things. So we're going to get into a game with Alphonso Davies. I really do think he's a good fullback because, again, I've been using him for a little bit and he's been really fun to use so far. So let's get into a game and see all the specifics of him defending, whether he is a type of card that runs back instantly when I overcommit him forward, or if he is one of those players that jogs back a little bit slowly. So, yeah, let's get into a game and see how he plays. All right, so we're going to switch to our attacking tactics. Yeah, dribbling has been significantly improved on this card for sure. You don't need to improve it, which is fantastic, I think. Let's go ahead and see what we're like when we push him forward here. Okay, we're going to lose the ball in this area right here. All right, so me not doing anything right here. Let's see how fast he transitions back into position. Okay, so you can see that he starts to trigger the running part of this card. So on the balance instruction, you can expect him to make those runs coming back into defensive areas, which is very good. You can see that he actually goes back into the fullback position really quickly. Now, again, mostly when it comes to fullbacks, you will be using these cards on stay back while attacking, so it's not necessarily a big deal whether he doesn't come back quick enough. It's just the fact that sometimes in the games, you know, depending on the 4-1-2-1-2 situation you have or the 4-3-1-2, it's nice to have a player that can overcommit and push into space a certain way, but then be able to come back in the defensive areas quickly. So you can see that he actually does trigger those runs backwards, which is really important. You can even see that he was part of the attacking play right there, but he's already back into position to go right back into the play. And the fact that he has the stamina boost on the card as well is definitely a hugely beneficial thing as well. So, and that was a sick goal right there. Yeah, you can see the way he tracks back in that situation. He comes back into position really nicely, defends the opportunity really good. So, I mean, you can already see with fullbacks, there's not really much to analyze in regards to whether the card will be good or bad. He already looks phenomenal in all fairness. The high work rates is obviously really, really nice to have. The weak foot, the skill moves, like he's just going to be brilliant in the team for sure. Like the fact that I can do this, right? And then I lose the ball in this position right here. Switch off of him, and you could see he doesn't trigger it right away, right? Because Witsel starts to occupy his position because Witsel's a freaking monster. Look at Alphonso Davies at the top, right? Instantly starts to run into position, right? Goes back really, really quickly, gets into the left back position to defend those opportunities very quickly. So now that we've tested him committing forward over here, even on balance instruction, you can kind of see that once the player starts to transition more into the middle, he starts to utilize his side position quickly. We're going to go ahead and try him out in the attacking sense, right? We're going to try him out on overlap. I would say overlap and join the attack, and I want to see how he's going to move with the winger. Alright guys, so for this second game, we're going to go ahead and show you guys what we're using. So again, the width is really high. Players in the box is set to really high with pressure on heavy touch. We're going to go ahead and use Alphonso Davies as someone who joins the attack with, I would say, an inverted run. Let's see how he plays on the inverted run before the overlap one, just to see what he's like, because sometimes with the Bundesliga left mids and right mids, they're very stagnant on the sides. So because they are, I want my fullbacks to kind of utilize the middle space quickly. And if they do, I want to see how fast they go back into position once they push the middle area of the pitch. This guy's name is hurts when I pee. Nice pass right there. It's good to be able to make those passes, man. It's not like anything too special in regards to how he made the pass, but it's pretty good. Oh my god, he actually scored that through my goalie's legs. Alright. Let's go ahead and try some different defensive tactics, because this one is like really, really open. The way with the width and stuff is super open. We'll play the attack on 5 and 5, and then the defensive tactics we'll go ahead and use, I would honestly say, pressure on heavy touch, or balance actually. Balance with 4 width and 4 depth. Let's try that out. I like his physical presence there to get ahead of the player there. That was actually nice. Movement was a little bit strange, but it's not really his fault. This game's weird sometimes. He gets back into position really quickly on the balance instruction. I really feel like with the stay back while attacking, this card are actually really sick. Great defensive play right there. Possession base as well, actually. Really fast on the skill moves to get into space as well. So on the balance instructions, guys, he actually is super attacking oriented. Like, he'll definitely utilize empty space really quickly, especially if you force the instruction of joining the attack with this card. He'll definitely move forward really, really fast. Nice defensive play again. And that's coming back on defense as well. Ah, that's the inverted run. You see how he does it instantly right there too? So that instruction is actually really noticeable on him. Again, good defensive play. This card's being good, man. He's definitely doing the work for me right now. Alright guys, so for the second half, we're going to go ahead and use our normal tactics with him on stay back while attacking. In regards to how this guy is playing, there's a couple of things I probably have to adjust. The depth would have to be a little bit higher. The width could stay at 4 for sure. Pressure on heavy touch would be really nice, in all fairness. We have to force the cut passing lanes for both. Oh, we don't actually. So it actually makes them open if we do that. So let's go ahead and actually do stay back while attacking for both. And we'll have cut passing lanes for one of the cards with Sabitzer. The tactics for the attack we'll put on possession base 4 and 2. We'll put 1. We'll put 2 and 1 actually. That should be better. We're gonna have the fullback still on balance though. There we go. Witsel with the attacking presence right there to score that opportunity. Really nice goal. Ah, man, the dribbling there was a little bit off. It's such a big difference when players have a 4-star weak foot or a 5-star weak foot. So huge. Alphonso Davies again with a great defensive presence to win that ball back. I don't think I'll score that. Oh, I did. Nice. Great little goal right there, Timo Werner. Let's go, Werner. Really nice. Little shot with Alphonso Davies. Ooh, not a bad effort right there. Alright guys, so final verdict on the Alphonso Davies card. I think with the Sentinel chemistry style, you're looking at a really good left back. I think the left back that my homie was using before was actually the Moments version of his card, right? I don't think he has any other left backs because I don't think they released anybody else but those two players that are really good, obviously. Like I said, the Moments card, it really grew on me after time, and I feel like with this team of the season, it didn't have to grow on me. I felt like he was a really, really good left back just to begin with, right? For me personally, I would be using these guys on stay back while attacking, just in a general sense, because I feel like that's how you would best utilize these types of cards, especially because he is a high work rated player that doesn't have crazy attacking positioning, right? But can attack if he really needs to because of the high work rates and 93 stamina on the card. But the Sentinel chemistry style was definitely very helpful in regards to aggression and pace, defensive stats being drastically increased. Like, he's a really good fullback. For 467k, it's a little bit much, I would say. I think for 350, 400, I would say it's a little bit better, but he's a really good card, guys. If you guys end up packing him in your guaranteed SBC, he'll be a really sick card on your team, especially since there's like a couple of cool Bayern Munich links you can do right now with the flashback Boateng, the Alphonso Davies card, and you know, in a 4-5-1, Alphonso Davies just needs that one link up. So if you can get that one link up with flashback Boateng, then you can kind of like work your team around with other players. He'd be really cool to have in a squad, guys. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this review. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.